Join me as I dive into Nassim Taleb's predictions about Bitcoin and see if I can simplify his complex ideas for everyone to understand. Nassim Taleb is a renowned scholar, former trader, and risk expert who has written extensively on uncertainty, rare events, and the limitations of human knowledge. He's also been vocal about his views on Bitcoin, which, as you might expect, are quite contrarian. In this video, we'll explore how his insights on risk and uncertainty can help us better understand Bitcoin's behavior, and why he was right about it all along. Bitcoin has long been touted as a stable investment, a safe haven from the turmoil of traditional markets. But is it really? The truth is, Bitcoin faces a multitude of challenges that make it anything but stable. From its famously volatile price swings to its lack of regulatory clarity, there are many reasons to be skeptical of Bitcoin's long-term viability. And that's not even mentioning the environmental concerns surrounding its energy-hungry mining process. As an investment, Bitcoin is about as far from a sure thing as you can get. In the early days of Bitcoin, many saw it as a get-rich-quick scheme, a way to make a quick buck without doing much of anything. But as the years have gone by, it's become clear that Bitcoin is not without its risks. In fact, its very volatility is what makes it so attractive to some investors. But for the average person, the risks far outweigh the potential rewards. And that's what makes Nassim Taleb's views on Bitcoin so interesting. Taleb has long argued that our understanding of risk and uncertainty is fundamentally flawed. We tend to think of risk as something that can be quantified, something that can be mitigated with the right tools and models. But the truth is, risk is inherently uncertain, and that uncertainty is what makes it so dangerous. When it comes to Bitcoin, this uncertainty is multiplied many times over. We simply don't know what the future holds for this new, untested asset class. One of the key insights from Taleb's work is that rare events, or black swans, are much more common than we think. These are events that are not only unexpected but also have a profound impact on the world. The rise of Bitcoin itself is a great example of a black swan event. And as Taleb has pointed out, these events are often preceded by a buildup of uncertainty and tension. Sound familiar? That's exactly what we're seeing in the Bitcoin market right now. Taleb's views on risk and uncertainty have a lot to teach us about Bitcoin's behavior over time. For one thing, they help us understand why Bitcoin's price can swing so wildly from one day to the next. It's not just because of speculators or market manipulation, it's because the underlying uncertainty of the asset itself is creating a kind of feedback loop, where small changes in sentiment can have huge effects on the price. Take the example of the 2017 Bitcoin bubble. At the time, everyone thought Bitcoin was going to the moon, and prices were skyrocketing. But Taleb was warning that the whole thing was a house of cards, waiting to come crashing down. And of course, that's exactly what happened. The price of Bitcoin plummeted, wiping out millions of dollars in value. It was a classic example of a black swan event, and one that Taleb had predicted would happen. Fast forward to today, and we're seeing similar signs of uncertainty building up in the Bitcoin market. The price is fluctuating wildly, and there's a growing sense of unease among investors. It's exactly the kind of environment that Taleb would say is ripe for a black swan event. And if we look at recent developments in the Bitcoin market, it seems like Taleb's predictions are coming true once again. For Taleb, the current state of the Bitcoin market is a vindication of his views on risk and uncertainty. He's been saying for years that the uncertainty surrounding Bitcoin would eventually catch up with it, and now it seems like that's exactly what's happening. And as investors, we need to be aware of this uncertainty, and plan accordingly. So what does it all mean for investors? Well, that's a topic for another video. But for now, let me just say that Nassim Taleb's views on Bitcoin are more relevant than ever. And if you're interested in learning more about investment strategies that take into account risk and uncertainty, be sure to check out our next video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below.